You know that feeling when you crack open a carton of eggs and just pause, checking the color, the smell, wondering if this is the batch that makes the news? If you've bought eggs in the last few weeks, you've probably seen the headlines about the Salmonella recall. Millions of eggs pulled off shelves overnight. And you're probably thinking, okay, crisis averted. Prices will settle down now. But here's the thing almost nobody's talking about. This recall isn't the end of the price problem. It might just be the beginning of the next one. My name is Nick, and I spend way too much time thinking about money and why prices move the way they do. If you want to actually understand what's coming, instead of just hoping your grocery bill magically goes back to normal, hit subscribe. Now, let's talk about why this recall is different. A recall doesn't just remove bad eggs from shelves. It removes entire flocks. When a facility gets hit with salmonella, regulators don't say, toss the contaminated batch. They shut down production lines, sometimes entire farms, for weeks while they investigate. That's not a supply dip. That's a supply cliff. Think about it like the boulder analogy.
Egg supply chains run on tight margins and tight timing. Hens lay on a schedule. Processing runs on a schedule. And there's no fast-forward button. When you knock out a chunk of that pipeline, it doesn't bounce back next week. Meanwhile, demand doesn't drop. People still need eggs for breakfast, baking, restaurants. Same demand, smaller supply. That imbalance is exactly what pushed prices up during the last bird flu outbreak. Here's the part that catches people off guard. Prices often don't spike right when the recall happens. They spike a few weeks later, once the immediate inventory buffer runs out. So if your local grocery store's egg prices look normal right now, that's not the all clear. That's the calm before the actual shortage hits. There's also a psychological ripple effect. When shoppers see recall headlines, some panic buy the safe cartons that are left. Retailers respond by raising prices to slow demand and protect margins. It's just basic supply and demand doing what it always does under stress. So what do you actually do with this? Don't panic buy eggs. That just accelerates the problem. Watch for regional differences, since recalls hit specific suppliers, not the whole country evenly. And if your budget's tight, egg substitutes for baking exist, and now's a smart time to know them. The bigger lesson here isn't really about eggs. It's that recalls and price spikes aren't random. They follow a pattern. And once you can see the pattern, you stop getting blindsided by your grocery bill.